Ms. Polly DeYoung joined DeYoung's in 1965 and taught in Paris and Berlin before joining the faculty at London Central in 1971. Over the years, she has taught math, physical education, and Model United Nations. She has also served as a choreographer for high school drama productions and as the sponsor for cheerleading, student council, junior and senior classes, and the National Honor Society. She taught at London Central for 34 years before retiring in 2005. Polly is currently enjoying her retirement in Alpharetta, Georgia with her miniature Yorkshire Terrier, Princess Phoebe. Please welcome Ms. Polly DeYoung.
It is indeed a pleasure to be here. When I arrived, I felt like at last I had come back home. When you spend 40 years of your life in Europe, it's very different to go back to Atlanta, Georgia. I guess to any place, but to Atlanta it is quite different. And so it's an honor. I know there are students here that I taught, there are faculty members with whom I taught, and to have the privilege of being here at this closing ceremony is excellent and very touching. You know, you never know what road life will take you on. You never know what it will throw at you until you've traveled that road. My move to London Central High School in 1971 coincided with London Central's move. It was their third move, and we didn't find their final move. London Central, when I arrived, was jam-packed with teaching excellence. I had never quite been connected with the faculty that I found at London Central. They had a willingness on the part of teachers, administrators, dorm counselors, parents, community, to make sure that the students had their absolutely best education. What made London Central special to me? After all, I had taught in Orlando, I had taught in Paris, I had taught in Berlin, but what was different about London Central that made it so special to so many of the students? It was the atmosphere. London Central wasn't a school, it was a community, it was a family. We had day students, we had 5-day dormies, we had 6-day dormies when students stayed over for special events. We had 7-day dormies. And so our curriculum was not a curriculum of 5 hours, 6 hours in school. It was a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week education. And it took all of us, and it took the parents, and it took everyone to make London Central what it was. Students came from everywhere. We did not service just one military group. We had the Air Force, we had the Army, we had the Marines, we had Navy, we had civilians. In the early days, there was a contingency in Jared's Cross from Pan American. Many of them came here, so they were not military. We found that they came from everywhere. In England, we had them from Fairford, we had them from Greenham, we had them from Chicksands, we had them from Menwith Hill. We had them from Wales. We had them from Thurso and Etzel in Scotland. We had them from Norway to Saudi Arabia, from Moscow to Hawaii, from Iceland to Brazil, from Goose Bay, Labrador to the Azores, from Belize and Colombia in South America, in the Caribbean, from Pakistan. They came from all over. And this to me is one of the things that made London Central so different from any other school that there will ever be. I believe with the mixed and backgrounds that they had, the mixed services, the mixed races, that this mix forged the widest possible set of experiences and backgrounds together. And if there's ever been a time that our world needs young people that have lived and experienced this, it is this day now. And I think all the students we had embraced these many different characteristics that we had at this school. Of course, the school has changed. Our mission has changed. You know, the world has changed. The military has changed. We've been through peace. While I've been here, we've been through war while I've been here. Our students have had parents who have been placed in harm's way. And we as a community tried to help them through this time. Sadly, in our school history, we have experienced the passing of students and former students, teachers, parents, and loved ones. We've gotten through protest, we've gotten through problems, we've gotten through build-ups, we've gotten through drawdowns. And people will move on. You people will all move on after the school's closure, because that's what life is all about. You know that there is something out there for each and every one of you. But I hope that all of you hold the experiences that you had with London Central High School and with the Department of Defense dependents, students, DODs, in your hearts and memories forever. Living in Europe 2/3 of my life, I experienced the best. I had an opportunity of teaching students and seeing them grow up and go on to become adults and take on the world. London Central High School was a place of exceptional talent, and my colleagues took that talent and molded and melded and developed it. And just to mention a few, I would love to mention all of them. But we had 2 drama teachers with whom I had the privilege of working with, Jack Burnett and Mike Pryor, who took the performing arts and brought it to life. We had art teachers, Howard Abramowitz, Thomas Phelps, who did one of perhaps the best art festivals that was ever presented in Dodge. Music teachers, such as Wally Threlkeld and our own Carrie Sands, who took the passion for the musical note and spread that into all quarters, playing, singing, and performing. Teacher coaches like Taylor Lewis, John Winkler, Gail Kelly, Ken Bell, and Susan Payne were among others who brought out the best in their athletes. Penny Dove Crook, who took a course, we were one of the few schools that ever taught it, and went into the community and taught young people the necessity of social commitment to those in need. All of these teachers and so many others worked to give London Central students a feast of opportunities to learn, to perform, to grow, and to experience. I'm honored to have worked with them and to have worked at London Central High School for 34 years. Thank you.
That is fantastic. That is.